taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's got Green. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Complete to Marcus Green. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Just like that.
Mayfield down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Switch. Hurry.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
X3, 218, chopper. 5.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
You better be afraid of me. Check 37. Hurry. Check safety, check safety.
Mayfield now from the 50. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man left, 3 down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Move. 3 down, 3 down. 5. Keep dribbling.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Following the interception, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Green. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And the Browns first down.
We got this. Bring it around.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's the party now. Watch twist. Watch twist. King.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo.
2nd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll give this to Bell running right. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get ready. Get ready.
Get ready. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Caught here by Bell. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Let's go.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One twist.
80 weapons.
Begin. Check 50.
On 1st down, it's Bell, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Blue draw Corker.
2nd and 4. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 24, check 24.
6'6", pull it high.
Check 53's Mike.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52, Mike 52. You don't want none, baby.
Hey.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hard.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down. Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
We won it. Okay, alert 33.
Shift. Check. Switch.
He's got a 1st down past the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Red, 180.
54, Mike.
Regular. Kill. Slam. Check 50.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A run for Nick Chubb. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the Patriots' 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Green. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Yep.
I got him. That's me.
On the ball. Ready.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Big rip.
Back to throw here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On the ready.
Boys, 52. Exit. Shift.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit. Show. Get it.
2nd and 11. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down now, it's Green. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54.
They gonna need some depth. Hurry.
Kill. Back.
Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Alert.
Check 24.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Yeah, let's go 7. Under 10.
Hurry.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Check girls.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
At the 11-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hurry.
It's our time. 51, Mike.
Real. Hurry.
Check 3.
And again, it's Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Set the tone, defense. Check.
Hurry.
And to give this time to the tailback. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on